In our quest to be able to enable a lot of individuals deal, adapt with the demands of everyday life, be able to deal with challenges that they encounter on everyday basis, and being able to relate with others. Gostaviour Foundation has employed life skills development as one of our vehicles to enable individuals improve their living standards and lives. Going forth in discussing life skills, specifically psychosocial life skills. Today, we are looking at one of the 10 essential life skills. Do not forget that life skills, psychosocial life skills, are skills that comes from the mind. Psycho, social, how we relate with others. Skills that will enable you adapt and cope with the demands of life. Skills that will enable you deal with day-to-day challenges and enables you to relate with other people. I am your host, Gostaviour, Tembo, Chief Executive Officer, Life Skills Coach, Gostaviour Foundation. Self-awareness. We have heard of this term, this life skill. Self-awareness is having knowledge about self, assessing your feelings, your thoughts, your beliefs, and your behaviors. Self-awareness. Knowledge about oneself, assessing your feelings, your thoughts, your behaviors, and your traditions. Self-awareness is in two kinds. One, private self. Two, public self. Within you, there is private self. Around you, there is public self. Private self. This is the realization that only involves you. Private self, a realization that only involves you. How you feel about different situations. How do you feel when you are watching soccer, when you are watching a sporting activity? How do you feel when you are around people? How do you feel when you are at a function? Private self. On the other hand, public self is the ability to understand how people perceive you. People around you, how do they perceive you? Remember, you are in a society. How do people perceive you? Do they perceive you as a good singer? Do they perceive you as a good leader? Do they perceive you as a good speaker? Etc., etc. Private self and public self. In self-awareness, there are questions that we usually ask. How do I feel physically and emotionally? Who am I? What will I do next and in future? What do I think about my situations? How do I feel about my emotions, my physical being? These are questions usually associated, with self-awareness. But how does one, get to build self-awareness skills? How do we build these skills? These skills come in so many ways. One, you can read to know about yourself. You can interact with people to know about yourself. You can have therapy, training about self-awareness. or you could get more and more information, or you can meditate. Why is it so important to have self-awareness skills? They will help people to build meaningful relationship. You know yourself, your feelings, what you are able to do, and this will help you build helpful relationship to be able to make wise decisions. Lies on self-awareness, being able to understand your needs and your wants. This